Who here is ready to have a good time? Raise your hand. All right. Very good. So as I said before, I am a science educator back in Los Angeles. Okay, I've been working with kids now for close to 10 years. And what I want to do is, raise your hand if you're a teacher. Anybody, teachers here? Okay, a few teachers. Excellent. Okay. So what I'm doing here is, although this is a science-based lesson, I'm really sort of attempting to demonstrate a method of what we call hands-on education, where we try to incorporate the kids and themselves into having sort of an active participation in the learning. So we're going to be doing some, does anybody here like to act at all? Really future Academy Award? Very good, okay? So what we want you guys to do, one thing I told all of the people who had you guys come here is I said I don't want any kids wearing any school uniforms, okay? Because I want everybody to be very casual here. We're going to have a good time doing this. I'm going to have some people coming up and doing some fun acting games. You guys like to play games at all? Yeah! Good, okay? We're going to be playing some games. We're going to have a great time today, all right? So, to start this off, does anybody here like bugs at all? You do? Okay, very good. Okay, can anybody tell me, there's a special, okay, one more thing guys, is in order to make this as easy as possible and so it can flow, is I need to make sure that nobody's talking while I'm talking, okay guys? So if I do this at all, I need everybody to follow what I do, and sort of go like this, and that shows that I want everybody quiet. Very good, all right? So while I'm talking, what should you guys be doing? Listening, okay, very good. So, does anybody know, I always forget, there's a special word that scientists use to describe most bugs. Does anybody know what that word is? Most bugs? Wait, if somebody raise your hand, wait for me to call on you. Yes, young lady. Very good. Everybody say insects. Insects. Good. Who, does anybody have a favorite insect? Who can raise their hand and tell me their favorite insect? Yes, right here. A stick insect. Very good. Let's get another one right there. Yeah. Grasshopper. Grasshopper. Excellent. Right there. Mosquito. Mosquito. Right there. Yeah. Okay. That's a national insect. Yeah, right here. What? Yeah, beetles. Good. Let's get two more right there. Ladybug. Excellent. Right there. Caterpillar. Very good. What do caterpillars turn into? Butterflies. Very good. So you guys named some very good insects. Don't worry. There's going to be some other opportunity for you guys to volunteer. But let me ask you this: in order to be an insect, how many, don't say it out loud, show me with your fingers, how many legs do all insects have? Don't say it, show me with your fingers. Good, good, good. Show me with your fingers. Okay, you have to add two. Add two to that. Okay, take away the two. So give two of yours to him. Okay, that's good, yeah, that's good. Good, good. Yeah, everybody show me 6 fingers right now. Good. All insects have 6 legs. Everybody say 6 legs. 6 legs. Another thing about insects is all of them have 3 body parts, okay? The first part is called the head. Everybody say head. Head. The middle part, go like this. This is called, very good, it's called the thorax. Everybody say thorax. Thorax. And the last part is called, abdomen. Good, everybody say abdomen. Abdomen. You guys want to play a game? Good. Everybody stay where you are, but stand up, please. Oh, we'll get to questions in a second. Everybody stand up, please. All right. Also, I forgot, well, what are these called right here? Everybody say it. Good, not antlers, not horn, antenna. Now, have you guys ever heard of the game called Simon Says? Yeah! All right. So a favorite for back in the States, too, of all the kids. But this game, we're going to pretend that we are all ants in an ant colony. And the name of this game is called Sergeant Ant Says. And who do you think Sergeant Ant is? You. That's right, that's me. Okay? So, you're only going to do something if Sergeant Ant says. If Sergeant Ant doesn't say, are you going to do it? No. No. All right, you guys ready to begin? Yes. All right. The game begins. Okay, if you can't see me, guys, kind of move somewhere to where you can see it a little better. Okay, good. All right, the game begins now. Sergeant Ant says, put both hands on your head. Good. Sergeant Ant says, put both hands on your abdomen. Sergeant Ant says, one hand on your thorax. Sergeant Ant says, put the other hand in the air. You have a question? Okay, sorry. Okay. Sergeant Ant says, put both hands on your thorax. Good. Sergeant Ant says, jump up 2 times. Good. Jump up 1 more time. Sergeant Ant say! Okay, don't forget, guys. Only if Sergeant Ant says. All right, guys. Moving on. I'm tricky. I'm going to get tricky. Here we go. Sergeant Ant says, put both hands on your head. Good. Sergeant Ant says, both hands on your abdomen. Sergeant Ant says, Sergeant Ant says, make antenna like this. Sergeant Ant says, talk to your friend. Sergeant Ant says, stop! Sergeant Ant says, both hands on your abdomen. Sergeant Ant says, both hands in the air. Put it down quick! Sergeant Ant didn't say! All right, guys, moving on. Sergeant Ed says both hands on your thorax. Both hands on your head. Sergeant Ed didn't say. Keep going, keep going. Sergeant Ed says put both hands on your head. All right, Sergeant Ed says put both hands on your thorax. All right, you're going to do the speed round. Guys, ready? Concentrated. Sergeant Ed says put both hands on your head. Sergeant Ed says both hands on your abdomen. Sergeant Ed says both hands on your head. Sergeant Ed both hands on your thorax. Sergeant both hands on your head. Sergeant both hands on your thorax. Sergeant both hands on your head. Sergeant both hands on your thorax. Sergeant both hands on your head. Sergeant both hands on your abdomen. Is this your abdomen? Down here. That's what I tricked you guys. Sergeant Ed says everybody put your hands together like this. Sergeant Ed says do it again. Sergeant Ed says do it again. Sergeant Ed says keep going fast. Okay. Sergeant Ed says everybody have a seat. Good job. Sergeant Ed says give yourself a big hand. Very good. All right, guys, moving on. Has anybody here ever heard of the word parasite? Raise your hand if you've heard of the word parasite. Good. Who can explain to me, who can raise your hand and explain to me what the word parasite means? Does anybody know what a parasite is? Young lady, yes. Okay, a menace or a nuisance. Okay, that's a good one. I'm looking for something to sort of elaborate on that. Anybody else would expand that answer there? That was a good answer, okay? Guys, a parasite is any type of living thing that lives on or inside another living thing, and what it does is it sucks the nutrients from that thing, okay? So you might know some of them, you might know some of them, okay? But what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is a group of parasites called blood-sucking insects, okay? You guys might know some of them, okay? So we're going to play a game that has to do with this. So, here's what we're going to do. I need, let's see here, young lady right here, and this gentleman right here. Can you guys please come a little bit over, move on this area here. Yeah, come over here. Good. And then you two, move over here. Yeah. All right? Good. All right, we're going to have two teams here. All right? You guys are going to be team 1, and you guys will be team 37. Random numbers, okay? So team 1, team 37, all right? So here's how this works. Okay, guys, one second. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is we're going to show you guys some pictures here. So let's look at our first picture here. Okay? What you need to determine is two things that you're going to vote as a team. You need to vote as a team if the things that you're going to be seeing is an insect or not. And how many legs do insects have? 6. Good. Also, you need to determine if it is a parasite, if it sucks blood. So if it does suck blood, it's a parasite. If not, it's not a parasite. So if you look at our first thing here, okay? Yeah. Here's our insect with three body parts, right? Look at our next slide here. Is a spider an insect?
No.
No, because how many legs do spiders have? 8 legs and only 2 body parts. So for example, let's say somebody comes up. Okay, I'm going to ask for volunteers in a second. Somebody's going to come up and pick a card, okay? So let's say the first card is this one right over here. Okay? This is a millipede, all right? Is a millipede an insect? Yes or no?
No.
No, because they have a lot of legs. Are they parasites?
Yes.
No, they do not suck blood. Remember, even if something can bite, like a spider might be able to bite you, but maybe not necessarily suck blood. Remember that. Okay, you guys got it? Good. Okay, so this is team 1, team 37 right here. So if you could move this way a little bit, just you'll be on this team right here. Okay, good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call for a volunteer from team 1 who'd like to come in. Yeah, so I need to pick a card here. Okay, so do me a favor, go ahead and pick a card. Yeah, come up here for, what's your name? Yeah. What is it? Jordana? Okay, you got to be really like Jordan. Okay, so pick a card, any one you want. Okay? Okay, this one here, we have number 9. Okay? So you guys are going to vote as a team here, all right? So we have number 9. All right. This is a vampire bat, okay? Now, guys, without talking, yeah? Wait, just one second. As a team, raise your hand if you think a vampire bat is an insect. If you think it's an insect, raise your hand. Okay? All right, so you think not an insect. Raise your hand if you think a vampire bat sucks blood. Okay, guys, this is just for team 1. Team 1 here. Okay? All right, so you think it is an insect. And, sorry, it's not an insect and suck blood. Okay, everybody give Jordan a big hand. Thank you. Have a seat. Okay? All right. Okay, who's ready for team 37? Let's see here. This is Jennifer right here. Yes. What's your name? Yeah, guys, shh.